simple just an incident takes a horrifying turn. Gotcha.
Fun fact,
Apparently this is good.
also on products advertised as water repellent such as jackets, food takeout containers, air fryers, and some waterproof cosmetics.
Wait, did I just...
I told you to stop! Call the authorities now!
I think I just witnessed a killing at Lowe's.
This chaotic scene erupted mere moments after Freddie Nelson and his wife Carrie arrived at the Delta Park Lowe's in Portland, Oregon. What may have started as an explosive argument rapidly escalated, turning deadly in the blink of an eye.
The security guard just shot my husband!
About 7 months before this
Wait, a security guard?
appalling incident took place in September 2020, 49-year-old Freddie Nelson, a home renovator and woodworker, was stopped by 2 security guards after he'd loaded up his truck with wooden pallets taken from behind Lowe's. The guards worked for the Cornerstone Security Group, which provided armed security and was hired only to patrol the parking lots of Delta Park.
Chat, why is it that, like, people that are like bounty hunters or like fucking security guards or whatever, or like patrol, they always think that they're like some sort of cool police, and they play like Make-A-Wish Police Day or some shit.
It's unclear what happened prior to the security guard's body cam
shit is
footage being
insane.
turned on. Freddie can be seen trying to leave.
You're sitting there shaking. You're looking for a fight, man.
Whatever.
I can already tell that the adrenaline's pumping through you. You're ready. You're balling up your fists. I get it. I see it.
I'm balling up my fists, holding my keys.
You want to fight.
You just.
So you know what?
And so you're trying to agitate it, right?
now.
And you're trying to agitate it. You're trying to agitate it, right?
I'm going to take you down.
You're trying to agitate it, right?
Do you understand me?
Yeah?
Do you understand me?
You're trying to agitate it, right?
Okay, at this
Answer
point,
my question. Do you
do you
understand?
understand what he's saying?
I do.
Okay.
Good.
So are we done here? Are we done?
We are done. Get in your vehicle, leave Delta Park.
Hey, look, I'm getting in my vehicle. So you don't need to tell me to.
You're talking to me.
Okay.
Get in your vehicle.
Don't be giving orders.
Get in your vehicle.
Now.
I got to go to work anyway.
That's right.
Go to work. Kirby Avenue. And stay on this side when you come back.
Whatever. Can you please move so you're not blocking the road, a public road?
One of the guards parked the red vehicle you can see in the footage, and it blocked Freddie's ability to leave.
What?
Keep going, bro?
It kind of does a little bit, yeah.
I'm not.
Step back.
I'm not dealing with jail.
Okay.
You understand?
Can you
Step
just
back.
move?
Just because you're mad at me.
Guys, look at the back. It's pretty massive.
Him, do not give me the attitude.
I'm going to apologize for that.
On his side like that again.
So I can get out of the situation.
Dude, you don't know how trailers work, dude. Listen, if he goes there, dude, there's a delay with the fucking back thing. Even if he turns properly, dude, it's probably gonna clip one way or the other. Okay, that's
The
what
guard
it is.
eventually moved his vehicle so
Probably
Freddie
gonna
could
clip it.
leave. But this was just the beginning of the volatile incidents between Freddie and the Cornerstone security guards. In January 2021, Freddie was once again approached by 2 guards. They saw that
Wait, hold on. Say it again.
of the volatile incidents between Freddie and the Cornerstone security guards. In January 2021, Freddie was once again approached by 2 guards. They saw that he had collected more pallets and had left his red and black truck out front while he went inside the store.
All right. We can wait here.
Out on this.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know we've had this problem with him before, doing this. So I think it's time to boot him off. Because we keep telling him.
Are you saying you're excluding him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know that in the past we've told him not to do that. We keep telling people not to do that. So the other guys have been excluded now.
Yep.
He's excluded.
Yep. Man, you're not supposed to take pallets.
Look at all those pallets.
I know.
While the guards waited for Freddie to come to his vehicle, they took a look at how many pallets he'd taken. While they seemed to be under the impression that Freddie didn't have permission to take the pallets, this wasn't the case.
We're going to tell him, take those pallets.
Chat, good pallets can be expensive. Some companies and some people take pallets and they kind of revamp them, whatever, and then they sell them, whatever. It depends.
Take them off site.
If they don't have the pallets, don't take the pallets.
January, what's today? 15th?
Yep. January 15th, 2020.
That's right.
Freddie had been collecting pallets from Lowe's for a few months at that point.
I know you've kind of had trouble with them in the past, haven't you, a little bit? You know?
He doesn't. Yeah. We've spoken at Kirby Avenue a couple times. He really doesn't like us.
Well, he's not gonna like us right now.
Nope.
But
Yeah, no. I'd rather do a show of force on this guy than not.
It was at this moment that Freddie exited the store.
So, we see that you're taking pallets.
Yeah, I was just gonna talk to the manager.
Okay, so here's the problem. It's a property rule violation. So this has nothing to do with Lowe's.
Okay.
We are gonna ask you to go ahead, take these pallets off for now, but the problem is because of multiple property rule violations in the past with other people doing it, we're having to enforce it to the point that we're not gonna let you back onto Delta Park Center property for the next year. Okay?
Oh, I'm not allowed right now?
Yeah, we're gonna ask you to leave. Like I said, you can take these pallets, but yeah, we can't have you back on Delta Park Center property for the next year.
Whatever. Take it up with
Jack.
Lowe's.
What was that?
Take it up with Lowe's.
No, sir. You can take it up with the property owner of Delta Park Center.
Ryan.
Know him by name. Okay.
Okay, these guys are odd, but I think they do have a point. And you guys, whatever he said previously to this guy personally, in private, we can still say that that's private, right? What he said to this guy personally, when he came out, was pretty cordial. He said, okay, yeah, people have been doing this. People have been asking not to do it anymore, whatever, right? You can't do this anymore. Just leave, right? I think
While this
they did
incident
fine.
ended without issue, things would only escalate from here.
Up to this
what
point,
no one could have predicted was just how explosive things would become. On April 19th, Freddie was once again stopped by a security guard while he was behind Lowe's, about to collect more pallets.
No, you leave this property now.
You leave the property now.
No.
Hey, whatever.
Okay, turn around. I'm gonna put you under arrest.
No, you're not.
You want to bet?
No.
Okay. Guys, from what I understand, this is not a one place, more like a mall or plenty of stuff, right? And there's an owner of the center, therefore they own the property on which the stores are placed, right? Even if the Lowe's says, yeah, you can take the path, whatever, if the property owners and security of the whole thing says you can't be on property to take it, right? Then that trumps that agreement that they have with Lowe's. That's just how that works.
You are under arrest now.
No, I'm not. I just came out of the office.
Nope.
Yeah.
You are trespassed from the Delta Park property. You are not to be here.
I just came out of the...
I don't care.
Well, go deal with them.
I'm not. I'm dealing with you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not under arrest.
You will be here in a second.
What's your name and ID number?
You don't need it.
So I don't even know you're a legitimate security officer.
I am a legitimate security officer.
How do I know?
Because I'm right here.
You
work
can
for
buy all
Delta.
that.
You're right, I can, but I work for Delta Park.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You work for TMT.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
It is.
They don't
You are
own
not
all of
allowed
Delta
to be
Park.
here. It's not working. You are not allowed to be here.
Whatever.
You need to leave now.
Just go talk to management.
No, I'm not going to.
An incident report from a week before this footage reveals that a security guard spoke to the Lowe's manager and confirmed that the company Freddie worked for was actually contracted to pick up the pallets.
Okay.
Freddie even showed the business card to the guard and the manager. The report claimed that the pallets were supposed to be picked up in a truck with the company logo, which Freddie's truck didn't have. Regardless, it seemed like the guards knew he had permission from Lowe's to be there, and yet were still telling him to leave.
Okay, whatever.
You need to leave now.
I got work to do.
Leave.
As soon as I'm done.
No,
You don't even know the rules.
I do.
The logo is on this side. It's right here. I would guess it's just on the wrong side.
You are trespassed from this property.
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Okay, go ahead and turn around.
Stalemate.
Born under the
You're not
camera.
arresting me.
You want to bet?
Back off.
You want to bet? Go ahead. I got the same thing you do.
Yeah, well then back off.
No, not going to.
According to the report later filed after this dispute, the guard claimed that Freddie had a small can of pepper spray in his left hand. However,
Yeah, don't do that.
the footage shows that the can appears to be in his right hand. The guard stated that he then pulled out his own pepper spray for self-defense.
You're not arresting me.
You want to bet?
Come talk to management.
You can't do that?
Not going to.
Okay, I don't know the laws with pepper spray, so maybe I'm out of my depth with this one, right? When it comes down to like weapons and shit like that, I feel that when you pull it out, right, it's kind of like dude, isn't that kind of like brandishing or whatever? Normally you pull it out when you intend to use it. If you pull it out, I mean, you're gonna use it.
It's time for you to leave.
Freddie then began walking back towards Lowe's.
It's time for you to leave. You are trespassing from this property.
You're going to be the next one to trespass.
No, actually, I'm not. I need you out here now, please. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with that. I need you out here. Can you call the police then?
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna be arresting Freddie here.
They'll take care of it.
Yep. I need PD out here now. I'm behind Lowe's. Yeah.
While Freddie headed into Lowe's to get management, the security guard aired his grievances to a bystander.
He's trespassed from the property and he knows it. So.
Anybody knows the rules?
Yeah, the security guards are playing fucking G.I. Joe, fucking what is it called? Like live action role playing or some shit like that. Okay, their job isn't all that. Okay, yeah, facilitate and fucking make sure things go smoothly. If things aren't smooth, call the police, stay calm, and make sure things go properly, right? Not the fucking, I'm going to make an arrest because I'm fucking Paul Blart from fucking Mall Cop, man. Like, holy shit, these people are fucking insane.
He's not gonna come back here without police, so.
I'm about to make an arrest. Put your hands in the air. Like, who the fuck are you, bro?
Watch me. Oh no, this is what he does.
Oh, you know?
Yeah.
The incident report from that day states that the Lowe's management did ultimately ask Freddie to leave, but said that they would figure everything out so he could get pallets later. It appears that despite the security guards trespassing Freddie, the Lowe's management still expected him to come and pick up pallets. This would become very important later. The report also claimed that Freddie was trespassed on April 12th for allegedly stealing pallets, while other footage showed him being told he was initially trespassed in January. More discrepancies would come up soon. While the continued clashes between Freddie and the security guards were certainly distressing, things would only intensify from here.
This is like a bullshit miscom between the two entities, right? And the security guards playing like the fucking, like the bullshit in between, kind of using that miscom to their advantage in some way. This is like a three-party disaster.
Once again, Freddie was approached by two guards, this time while he was in the front parking lot at Lowe's.
The mall, the security, three entities, and they're not giving the game properly.
Get off the property. You need to get off the property. Go. You want to play that game? Okay. You can be here. You did nothing. You can't be here. Yes, you have. You've been excluded from Delta Park property for 1 year. You're now trespassing, sitting in the property.
For what violation?
You are not supposed to be on.
Okay,
Delta
chat. One
Park
last
property.
pause, chat. Guys, this is one thing, chat, that I've never understood, chat, with trespassing laws, whatever, or how it works. Chat, who is under the authority to say what to whom? Are these guys good enough, like legally or whatever, to say you cannot be here if you don't leave after I tell you you're trespassing? Or the owner of the Lowe's or the owner of the property, who is the one that actually can make that call? And can they delegate that task and that power to somebody else? Owner. Okay, so owner of the lot. So can owner of the lot say, yo, security has what we would have, so you guys can do the same thing that we would do, like you can trespass them as you. Can they delegate that task or nay? Okay. Therefore, they can tell somebody to leave, right? But they cannot do anything. They still have to ask for police to come and enforce that trespass. That's where we're at right now.
One, you've helped somebody get away from stealing. We have that documented. You've taken pallets. We have that documented. We have you on camera several times.
Where the cops at, though?
We have you documented.
Okay, let's pause that. these guys, if there's like 5, 10, whatever amount of times that they have problems with this guy, every time they see this guy, they should call the police instantly, because they shouldn't be dealing with them. They shouldn't be doing anything, and then police deal with it. That's what they should be doing.
You're not
100%.
We've already talked to him. So either you need to leave or you go in handcuffs. You decide. You want to play that game? Okay, get out. Okay. Then, okay, let's call PD.
Yeah, no shit.
Officer. What's up? I gave you my name. Yep.
We have bolos out even for you. So.
The security guards did in fact have a bee on the lookout for Freddie. The bolo shared with the Cornerstone security guards stated he has attempted to state he is an approved vendor for Lowe's. Regardless if he is or isn't, he is not allowed in Delta Park Center.
Okay.
Notably, while the bolo says that Freddie can be hostile, it clearly states that he's not known to be combative. The bolo also directs the guards to place him in custody if he does not comply with orders to leave the property. Everything came to a head on May 29, 2021, when Freddie parked in the Lowe's lot with plans to look at flowers with his wife. Within 30 seconds of parking, and before the couple had time to walk away from their truck, they were approached by a
It's important to understand with the case file, dude, is this a bolo that they created, that they put out? Is it a bolo that the security company put out, that the Lowe's put out? I don't know who put the bolo.
Stone vehicle. The security
That's as
guard
important
stopped
as the
partially
existence
in
of the
front
bolo itself.
Freddie's truck, and an altercation immediately began, one so dramatic that witnesses nearby started filming. 28-year-old Logan Gimble, the Cornerstone security guard, confronted Freddie and Carrie, telling Freddie that he was under arrest for trespassing. Freddie apparently argued that Logan had no authority to arrest him. While this part of the argument wasn't filmed, Logan turned on his body cam soon after, capturing the rest of the harrowing incident.
Off my property. You know you've been trespassed. You know you're not supposed to be here. You refusing to leave my property?
Oh, you fool! Oh, I'm off now.
I told you to leave property. I told you to leave property. You've been trespassed and warned multiple times.
I called the police.
Well, did he open the back window to try to pepper spray him through the window or something like that? What is this fucking Mexican standoff of bear spray or some shit?
Get the
out the vehicle now! You already tried to hit me once! You move this vehicle again, I will fire!
Logan immediately shot 4 times into the windshield of the truck, fatally wounding Freddie.
I told you to stop it! You're not angling the vehicle at me!
Yeah, I mean, absolutely fucking brain dead. Even though the guy did do something wrong initially, true. Is there a reasonable time for this guy to get out and move? Is there enough time for the guy? Absolutely. This guy at least was still in line of sight of the fucking car, right? Talking, doing whatever, right? Staying in front. We could have moved to the side. That's what it is. The car's the weapon, and I said the guy is wrong for doing what he did, right? But that doesn't give this guy the right to put himself in a bad spot and say, if you move, I'm shooting, blah blah. You don't do that. Because I don't know, guys. What is the law? What is it? Castle doctrine? Fucking stand your ground. What is the law in Portland, Oregon?
Call the authorities now!
Oh, God!
I told you not to move the vehicle! I told you!
You call 911 right now! Oh my God! You oh my God!
You already tried to hit me with the vehicle once! And that is assault! You also used pepper spray!
All of this occurred in less than a minute after Logan turned on his body cam. In the immediate aftermath, a witness to the horrific event called 911.
I think I just witnessed a killing at Lowe's.
The security guard just shot my husband! Oh! Oh! Freddie! Freddie! Freddie!
Hold on.
Freddie! 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 Oh my God, you killed him, you
I told you, he tried to hit me!
Why'd you shoot him?
Because he tried to hit me with a vehicle! That is assault with a deadly weapon!
You called 911! You killed my husband!
Yeah, that's pretty brain dead.
He's dead!
Are you on the authorities with them right now?
I'm on 911 right now.
Told them that he's been trespassed multiple times.
I watched you.
Okay.
We all watched you. Yes, he's shot. Yes, we
You see, the cop is dumb. It's not even a cop, but that's mall cop.
definitely. I see blood. Yes.
He's bleeding out.
Okay.
Do they want me to render aid? I don't know what to do at this point.
You want security to render aid? Are you calling medical? What do you want him to do?
I'm right here standing by. My camera's on. Everything's been recorded.
Yes, he just shot my husband! I used to Oh my God!
His wife is...
Also, the company is also slightly at fault for hiring security that aren't trained for shit to do anything. If you're gonna be allowed to carry a gun and shit like that, right? And they have to know what to do when shit happens. Literally.
She's hysterical.
This guy should know what to do.
He told me.
It's part of the deal.
I shot him 4 times because he tried to hit me with the vehicle. They're on their authorities with him right now. He locked his door. He tried to hit me and pinned me between the vehicle.
Ma'am, do you have a key to get in the car?
Yeah.
Dude, why is he keep justifying his shooting to everybody like he's trying to fucking win an audience or some shit? Like, this is just weird.
Right away, Logan begins repeating his version of events, but there are some key specifics in his story that will be challenged later.
Well, I mean, okay, listen. He threatened to pin him because there was a car behind him, and he went forward a little bit, right? But that doesn't justify anything else.
And he said, "Stop, or I'm going to shoot you." And the guy tried to run him over again.
He tried 2 separate times.
Yeah, I know. And he's got it all on his camera. Take
It
care of
doesn't.
your husband.
He also attempted to pepper spray me.
He what?
He also attempted to pepper spray.
Pepper spray the cornerstone.
Oh, get in.
Oh, is that what that was? He shot out the window?
Yep.
Notably, Logan doesn't mention that he first pushed a bottle of pepper spray into the partially open back window of the Nelsons' truck and attempted to spray the couple.
He's been trespassed by me, every security member on my team. He's been trespassed by the police, and he's been trespassed by the owner of Delta Park.
So, did you hear all that?
And he continues to come on property.
Okay.
While they wait for the police and ambulance to arrive, Logan makes a few questionable comments, seemingly talking to himself.
God, I did not think I'd have to do that. Of course, they're gonna sympathize with the victim.
I think his wife is on the phone screaming.
Well, he was not even helping. Like,
I know you're trying to help.
I just
wanna make sure that there's anything
Also get your main account
They're
bro, this is
apparently
literally
two
a Facebook
paramedics.
card. Literally.
This is out of my scope. Tried to pin me between the vehicle right here, and then tried to hit me right here again.
About 5 minutes after the shooting, officers arrive on the scene.
I don't know what you need me to do. This is the first time I've ever had to do this.
Just have a seat.
Okay. I had to discharge my firearm.
Logan claimed he was the site supervisor responsible for all of Delta Park. He then told officers that Freddie had attempted to hit and pin him between his own security vehicle and his truck. The officers instruct Logan to call his supervisor.
I mean, you could label it as that, and also trying to flee after being pepper sprayed in the car. I mean,
And he once again relays the same story, this time emphasizing a notable detail.
He angled the car for me and tried to floor the gas, and that's when I
kind of
fired.
did, but
In the
this guy
middle
also
of the
pepper sprayed him.
officers
So
checking Freddie for signs of life, Logan makes this request.
Is there a way I can get tomorrow off? So I can, process what the I just did. Okay. I know we're tight, but
A few minutes later, an ambulance also arrives.
Freddie, I love you!
Eventually, an officer guides Logan to sit in the back of a police vehicle.
I did not think I'd have to do that today.
After leaving Logan alone for 5 minutes, the officers return to collect his firearm.
Well, that should
Hey, bud.
How's it going?
Go ahead and step out of the car. Is that cool enough back there for you?
It is a little warm, but it's all right.
Okay. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna take your firearm. You don't have to touch it, okay? We're just gonna wait for the texts and stuff. So it's just kind of protocol when somebody's in the back. So it doesn't say you're in trouble or anything like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of the process. There's a weird thing with my DPST. I got armed during the whole COVID thing. I mailed my stuff off, and I have yet to get my actual card.
Don't worry about it.
But I do have the gold.
Annual training must complete marksmanship and annual training.
Paper or the yellow paper that was issued today.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
As it would turn out, this was an issue that Logan would need to worry about. The day after the shooting, he was brought in for a formal interview where he was read his Miranda rights and agreed to speak with officers.
Oh, God.
He tells them that he was in the Air Force for 6 years. He was then asked to describe some of the things he dealt with working as a security guard.
So would you say that you've been able to resolve a lot of situations using just either verbally saying stuff to people or
de-escalation? Usually that's a lot of time it's, just being calm, rational. But if you're talking about the individual I dealt with, he's been a problem for us for a really long time. I was going out, driving around, doing my patrols, and this guy, his name's Freddie, he's been trespassed from our property before. He's been trespassed by me. He's been trespassed by the security team. He's been formally trespassed. I think the police, we had to get the police.
These guys loved onboarding the problem because it gives them some sense of fucking authority or whatever, right? But they should have just called the police every single time, and then the problems and repercussions would have ramped up, and the guy would have never done it again.
If
they were spending like fucking years in jail for doing it again, I mean, he wouldn't do it again.
Of Delta Park, because how the whole incident started was like months back. My guys were chasing a shoplifter out of, he's either marine fishermen or gigs. I think it was Marines actually. The dude stole a bunch of like knives and other tools. This guy, Freddie, drove by, opened up his car, and let the dude hop in that we were chasing, and then peel off with him. And so that's why that's where the trespass started.
Along with the other security guards, Logan had several prior verbal disputes with Freddie and had banned him from public areas about a month before the shooting.
He would go into the back of Lowe's and he would steal a bunch of pallets from them because he has a little pallet company. But they had no formal agreement with him at all. He had no okay from the manager. I went in to verify it with him.
Carrie Nelson, Freddie's wife of 30 years, was interviewed the same day she witnessed her
move that out of the
husband
way of the
being
vehicle,
shot,
yes.
and she told a very different story than Logan.
But security has a personal beef with us. It says that we're stealing them, but we have permission, so they've been harassing us for like a month and a half now.
Mark Wilkins, the property manager of TMT Development, which managed the Delta Park Center, stated in an email that Freddie was not an approved vendor authorized to remove pallets. He also said that he spoke to Freddie and told him he was not approved, but that he was only trespassed from private property owned by the landlord, not from public areas. In contrast, Logan claimed he'd banned Freddie from public areas about a month before the shooting.
Everybody, most of the managers know us in there.
So you have a contract with Lowe's to take the spare pallets and use them for your own?
No, we sell them.
You sell them?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the contract at? Do you have that with you, or is it?
It's just a verbal
Contract. Yeah. Do you know who you have the verbal contract with at Lowe's?
She works in the back. I don't remember her name.
Adding to the confusion, police spoke with Lori Sugarbeer, the receiving manager at Lowe's.
I was not here the day it happened. I had no idea what happened, but I dealt with this for I want to say at least a month before the incident even happened. And I was working with TMT, or trying to, emailing TMT saying, hey, this is the person I want, Freddie Nelson here, to pick up our flag pallets. They're trash to us. We don't ever do an official business, contract.
Okay.
But we do try to find someone who can come and pick up our pallets. So that's the gist of what I was trying to get TMT to authorize, because I know we've been rounds with security here saying we can't have anybody back here. And I'm like, well, you're impacting my business, because I really need these picked up.
It's a situation, because I think she wants to do the right thing and do all that, right? I don't think she has the authority to greenlight it, right? But she's kind of misguiding them by telling them that they can, even though that she can't do it. Just a bad
I emailed TMT, and a week later I emailed them saying, look, we're having issues with Freddie and this security group because whatever, you know, I have no idea. And every time I dealt with them, they were seriously over aggressive with Freddie because he was literally just standing there with me, and I was having a business conversation with him. And they would just zoom up and be like, "You have to get off this property right now," blah. And I'm like, you know, hey, we're just trying to get this resolved. And every single time, Ryan, I was like, why are you guys just attacking this guy?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
There was no formal agreement. It was just sort of like you identified Freddie as a person that you were willing to let take the pallets from the back of the store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's sort of your responsibility in some way is to manage the pallets not being there anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I manage all the trash here.
And how many times do you think that you were with Freddie when Cornerstone Security had contacted him?
At least 3 times.
Did you tell them that it was fine for him to be there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I told him, I said, no, you have to understand, I'm working with Freddie.
Good question,
I have
good
been
answer.
working with Freddie. I've done the, you know, before this all happened, before even the first interaction with them.
In her interview, Lori also added this.
Was there ever an issue with Freddie stealing pallets from you guys that you know of?
No.
Okay,
No.
so you
Absolutely not. Every time I authorized him to take the ones over, because he was there. And I'm like, hey, can you just take these 30?
We started getting on to him about it, like, you know, you're trespassing.
So these guys play in the gray area of, oh, it's
he would just come
property,
on our
it's whatever,
property
to do whatever they want to do.
Sit in his car and just like puddle around because he knows he's not supposed to be there, but we can't do anything when he's in his car.
We've never had, and not even a piece of paper saying we've been trespassed. We've never had a date of when we've been trespassed. We have no idea when we've been trespassed.
It's unclear if Freddie had actually been given a formal trespass order. Regardless, Logan explained his version of events for the day of the shooting.
I was driving by, I saw his car pull onto our property, so I go over there like, hey man, you need to leave. You know you're not supposed to be here. Like, I don't know how many times I have to tell you. He gets out of his car, I get out of turn my camera on and get out of my passenger side, my driver's side door. I was like, you know, turn around, put your hands behind your back. You know you've been trespassed, you know you're not supposed to be. And he like looked at me and was pretty much like, you.
He pulled in front of us and like blocked us. He told us that we have to get off the property.
And who is he?
The security guy.
Do you know his name?
No.
Can you describe him for me?
He has dark hair. He's an asshole. We've had quite a few runs with him. And I call him an asshole. And then I'm calling the cops because I'm sick of this bullshit with you guys. Guys are harassing us all the time. And he said, I'm going to mace you. Freddie got out of the car. And he said, put your hands behind your back. Freddie said, yeah, right. And got back in the car and grabbed his mace.
But if he would have just gotten into his car and just left, I would have left it at that.
Investigators asked.
Well, I mean, he was blocking the way, though. I mean, the patrol car literally was blocking the way, though.
Logan to clarify why the situation escalated so quickly.
He was reaching for something inside.
Also, this guy's poor dog shit training. He was gonna pin me, yeah, but you put yourself in a spot that he can escape in between both cars. And he's like, oh guys, he was gonna pin me. Yeah, I mean, just don't be there.
Okay. I didn't know what it was.
Especially after pepper spraying the guy.
He's made threats against us multiple times before, and I didn't want him pulling a firearm when I was by the side of the vehicle, so that's why I sprayed into it.
Okay. And what was your hope to do when you? I mean, what was your intent when you sprayed in there?
GG. He's gonna self-report.
Like I said, I didn't. Cars are dangerous.
Did Freddie have a weapon on him? I'm just asking because I need to.
Yeah, he had his mace, but I don't think he had a chance to even fire.
Cars are dangerous, so I'm going to impair this guy's ability to drive while escalating it and see what happens. What is wrong with this guy?
So Freddie had some pepper spray as well?
Yeah.
Did he have a knife or a gun or anything like that?
No.
The main points of contention were the brief moments before Logan fired, and this time, when he tells the story, he includes something new.
And I was going to step like towards my car this way so he could, I thought he was just going to drive this way. So I start walking this way. He angles the hood of the car towards me, trying to pin me in between his truck and my patrol vehicle, but I stepped to my right and he narrowly missed.
You said he angled his tires towards you.
He turned the whole car and went forward towards me.
And you were able to step.
What? Sorry, pause again. You guys, 27:48. Hold on. Hold on. So initially, this seems to be pretty straight wheels, right? From the get-go. Actually, angle to the left a tiny bit.
Supposed to be here.
You've been trespassing multiple times. I called the police.
A little bit. Definitely did. Guys, I'm trying to be unbiased and really give this a good review. You can see his hands. He does a 1.5 wheel spin. And now car's going left. Oh, right, I mean, sorry. Which is not even a place to escape because the car's blocked on that side of the road. Guys, listen. I'm not defending anything. I'm just giving an analysis, okay? Because even though something justifies a reaction, it doesn't justify the reaction that was given. Because I think regardless, shooting is too much. Regardless, I still think it's bad, but to what degree is what we're saying.
Been warned multiple times. I called the police.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, I mean.
Vehicle now. You already.
Okay, hold on. At this point, right? It's over, right? That situation is pretty much over at this point, right? Because if you say this is a lethal threat, sure it is, right? And this guy could do it again, but he's not doing it right now, right? And this guy chooses to stay there on purpose, right? Doesn't move.
Try to hit me
and then
once.
Gets into an even worse spot.
You move this vehicle again, I will fire.
Right?
Logan immediately shot 4 times into the windshield of the truck, fatally wounding Freddy.
Yeah, that doesn't count. This guy's dumb as fuck. Yeah, he's cooked. This guy's over. He's done. Because some people are gonna say self-defense. Okay, if some guy pulls out a knife, okay, and tries something, and you don't shoot him, and then you go across the street, and you point your gun at him at long range, and then the guy turns to the side, and you start shooting. Oh, guys, self-defense. Okay, yeah, there was a threat, right? You dealt with it, fair, and then you went away from somewhere else, where it's a completely different ballgame, and then you chose to shoot. It's 2 different situations. It's not just one thing.
You were able to step out of the way.
It's not the same thing anymore. It's not.
Or were you hit by the car?
I think I don't know. I think he might have like tabbed my hip, or I felt something push up against my hip, but no damage was done to me. Okay. I got out of the way quick enough.
Yet at the scene, Logan clearly states something that contradicts his new story.
You already tried to hit me once.
Did your vehicle strike the security guard at any point?
No. I don't think so. No.
While it's unclear if Freddy's truck actually hit Logan, he can be seen in the footage briefly touching the vehicle with his hand when it nears him. However, the most important piece of Logan's story was something he mentioned quickly in interrogation.
Well, it did.
I heard the engine start to rev, and then that's when I fired. Okay. 4 shots into the left side, or right side.
Despite his claim the engine revved, the truck doesn't seem to move before Logan fired. At the very least, Logan's first shot was almost simultaneous with the truck beginning to move.
Get the out the vehicle now! You already tried to hit me once! You move this vehicle again, I will fire!
Just walk me through what your concerns were, because
my personal safety. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
This job is not worth my life at $18 an hour.
Sure.
So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I go home. But at the end of the day, I also don't want to have to.
Okay, if the guy goes gas pedal all in at that point, even if he shoots and lethally strikes the target, right? He's still going to get bodily injured and possibly killed. That's a brain dead fucking argument.
Send somebody else more or less home in a body bag.
Notably, Cornerstone's use of force policy states that, quote, nothing in this policy requires an officer to retreat or be exposed to possible physical injury before applying reasonable force. The autopsy revealed that Freddy was shot in the head, the left of his chest, his right shoulder, and in his thoracic vertebrae. He died at the scene.
Were you scared?
Bro, headshot, really?
Or were you...
I wouldn't really say I was scared, but that's only simply because of my military background and all my training and stuff like that.
While Logan had completed his armed security training through DPSST, Oregon's Department of Public Safety Standards and Training, he didn't have formal certification as an armed security guard. This meant that he was not licensed to carry a firearm at the time of the shooting. The Cornerstone Security Group later admitted that along with Logan, 2 more of their security guards weren't certified but were carrying firearms.
Chat. What is this, Portland, Oregon? Chat, is that open carry without a license state?
Logan wasn't charged for Freddie Nelson's death until December 2021, more than 6 months after the shooting. At trial, Logan claimed it was self-defense and that after the truck struck him, he got tunnel vision and didn't have the ability to recognize an alternative action to deadly force. Logan was eventually found guilty of second-degree murder.
Guys, is this? Yes, Portland, Oregon. Hold on, guys. I googled it. Because Oregon is an open carry state. Most citizens are allowed to openly carry a firearm without a permit. It doesn't prohibit the open carrying of handguns as long as it's in public. What?
Unlawful use of a weapon and 2 counts of second-degree unlawful use of mace. He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years. Following this, Kerry Nelson filed a $25 million civil lawsuit for wrongful death and negligence against the owners of the property and Cornerstone Security Group. It appears the case is still ongoing.
Yeah, I mean, that guy's a fucking dumbass. Man, mall cops are fucking weird, man. Dude, they need to conduct some sort of fucking, like, psychology, like, thing about people that do, like, live action roleplay of, like, authority shit like that. It's, oh yeah, like the prison experiment, I guess. Because I did that already.